Good morning, everyone. So I have a lot of stuff to do today. One, I just received the pouring medium from that company that I was talking about. But I've already mixed up some paints for the pour I'm going to do right now. So after this one, I'm going to be testing out the pouring medium and the new paint. And I am having my fingers crossed that it works. So this is the updated list, and I'd like to thank everyone for the support. And I got a lot of stuff going on in this video. Let me put the cups along the way. There we go. So thank you all. I'll put this away. I'll use this in another video. I shouldn't get my list mixed up. So there we go. So first off, you were all asking about my the resin. Well, it dried and it is perfect. And I know a lot of people, I read all the comments on YouTube about, oh, you don't put your fingers in there, and you don't do this, and you don't do that, but it dried absolutely like glass. Only you see a couple of dust spots in there. But that is easily avoided, you know. Normally I wouldn't be doing this, you know, on the with video. So I would be doing it somewhere where I would have some sort of a tent around it so the dust wouldn't get in there. I did put it in a box to dry, and you know, just to make sure not more of that dust came in there, but you know, it works. It is the only way that, you know, if you get all that silicone resist and you get all those pitting, this is the only way that you can do it. And I know a lot of people say, you know, you shouldn't be doing that, but it works. So what, you know, what's the problem? I know the first time someone told me or said, you know, I'm using floetrol in my paint, I was thinking, no, you can't do that because it'll never dry, because it's a sort of an extender. But what do I know? Look what I'm doing now. My paint is, right now it's about 70% floetrol. So, you know, you have to keep an open mind with this sort of art. And even I can learn from people that are just starting, because when they go experiment and they find out different things, you know, even I try those things. So I think it's all about experimenting, seeing what happens, what works best. And this is just like, I don't know if you can even see how beautiful it is. It is just like glass. But I'm not sure I would want to, you know, pour all my paintings like this. I'm having a really hard time varnishing. I promised I would put a lot of paintings up on Etsy yesterday. To tell you the truth, I am only going to put them up when my varnishing is absolutely spotless, and it's not at the moment. I don't know, now I understand some people saying it cracks, because I have one or two that are totally cracked, and I have no clue how that works. Really, I don't. You can fix it though. You just keep on layering on the varnish, and eventually it'll disappear. But you know, it's just so frustrating when you have 10 paintings and only 2 have the cracks. You don't understand why. So it's not the newest. They have cured just as long as the other ones have, using all the same paint, but yet 2 of them are cracked and the rest are, well, they're still they still need a top coat. So I'm working on it as we speak. They're outside. It's a dry day in Holland, so they're drying outside. Okay, now to our pour for today. What I have mixed up is the same I did yesterday, and I'll get you the painting. I'm gonna do this one again, but then just a little bit bigger. as you can see in the middle here, it's still wet, so I won't be touching it anytime soon. But up here, this is all dry, and I think it is beautiful. What I did do right now is just mix up a little bit more blue, because I want a color palette that looks like this, but just more of the blue. So put that away. So what I did is the yellow again, and for anyone wanting to see the paint, ooh, this is a little thick, well, we'll see. And I mixed my own color, of course, one of them. This is my own mixed color. And I've got white, I have the, ooh, let me get them. These are the colors I used, so it's titanium white. I'm sure glad this one isn't expensive, because I've already finished it. The Hansa yellow medium, the transparent red iron oxide, the teal, and manganese blue hue. That's this one. And then I mixed a color using phthalo blue, phthalo green, and some titanium. These are a little bit more expensive. And that's this big cup here. There we go, putting them all aside. And I thought I would pour on a larger canvas. This is a 30 by 40. I'm getting my cups for the pour, putting my little push pins aside. And getting a brush, because I've got to make sure I got the sides all done. So what I've done is no silicone in all the colors, only 2 drops of silicone, and I'm using dimethicone, 2 drops in the white, that's all. And I'm going to try to do it exactly the same way I did it yesterday. So I'm going to start off with some white. And I do need a full cup. I think I might be, I might have to pour twice. So that's no problem. We're ready for that. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. All the blues together, I kind of like that. And I'm pouring it from up high. There we go. And I'm going to finish it off with some more white. There we go. Now I need a stirring stick, because we did do this yesterday. And I am going to pour. And I think I'd like to do it from up here and let it pour down. So let's see if you guys can see it. There it goes. Letting it run down. That's kind of pretty. And I need some more. So I'm doing it in the same way I did the other one, the other pour. Maybe a little less colors. And maybe I want some more of this, because the brown isn't really coming through. One little stir. And then I'm going to pour it from this side. And that looks fantastic. Even if I have to say so myself. Look at that. I'm going to come let it run down here, because I'm going to let this run off a little bit. That's perfect. And then I'm going to let it all come down to this corner. And make sure that there's not too much on the canvas. Look at the colors coming through. That is amazing. Oops, I do see some canvas exposed, and we don't want that. So before I torch, I'm going to make sure that everything is covered. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, that's going to be so pretty when I torch it. Getting a little quiet because I want to really make sure the canvas is all covered. There it is. Just a little bit down there. That's enough. Now we're going to torch. This is beautiful. And I'm sure that I shouldn't torch too much. Whoa, don't do that. Don't get on my painting. Let's see. I think this is going to be lacing. It sure is. Can you even see it? Yes, you can. So that's why I'm doing this whole white bit, you know, for the lacing. And this is going to be lacing. And this little bit here. That's pretty. And then I'd like something around here. And something up here. That's it. Let me see if I'm happy with this. This is nice that the brown popped through. That I kind of like that. And I'm really liking this now because, you know, you just put the burner, the torch. This is a cook's torch. I'll just say it again. You put it on and then it creates the cells, but afterwards you can see that now a double color is coming through. That it does that all by itself. It's just by chance, you know, how you pour that paint out. So you get them or you don't get them. It's depending on how you've poured. So this is really, really pretty. I'm going to put this one on the workbench. I'm going to keep it like this. I'm not going to torch anymore. I think it's more than enough. I'll give you a little close-up. Let's see. Here we go. I like this bit, the beautiful lacing that it's doing, and here you can see how the colors are popping through. You can see down here a lot of stuff going on. Too bad it doesn't pick up the right color. These are all beautiful, beautiful patterns. I really love them. Looks really good. Okay, so I'll put you back up here, get you back in focus, and I'll put this away to let it dry there because I'm going to do another pour. That's that. And I pretty much expected to have a lot of paint left, so I got a second one. This is 243B, and I am going to take a new cup because this time I'm going to be using all the brown that I have. Let's put the white in there. than all the brown we have. And the beautiful teal color. There we go. Then a little bit more of the white. I want this to be really, really light and pretty. So in goes all the yellow. Because the yellow and the teal makes that beautiful, beautiful green color. And I would like a little bit more of the blue. There we go, that's it. One little stir. And here we go again. That is pretty. There we go. Oh, I really like this bit. This is too much yellow for my liking, so we're going to put it over there again and put some here. This is a very, very light one. I like that. It's something different. And we have to make sure that there's not too much of that layer of paint on there. That's why I'm letting it drip off. Okay, last one. Let's see if I got the other corner. Yep. Okay, we're ready. But I might do something to it because I got so much paint left. So first I'm gonna see what the torch brings me. Wow, this is amazing. And down here a little bit. And maybe just a little bit down here, like that. Sometimes you just you gotta stop, because look at that. I think I'd put it on the wall like this. This is really, really beautiful, and I still have enough paint to do another one. Okay, let's see if we can do that. First off, I'll get you guys down and make some room to put this painting. Here we go. Look at those cells. Are they beautiful or what? They are beautiful. And like I said, it all depends on how the paint is layering over each other. So you could do a study on that and get the same results, I think, every time. I think that would work. If you just, you know, wrote it down, how you layered your paint in the cup and stuff like that. But these are, as we speak, are getting bigger and bigger and more formed. And up here, this is really, really pretty. So I'm gonna put this one away. Woo. And go for one more. Wow, this is a triple pour. Maybe I'll do it on a really cheap canvas. Nah, let's not do that, because it is kind of pretty. I won't be putting push pins under it though, so don't worry. I'm just getting the plastic off. So plastic is off, little paper bits, and we're gonna do one more. So I still have some in the cup, and I'm going to put the rest of my paint in there. Too bad I don't have any brown anymore. I still have a lot of white. And I have some blue. There we are, and a little bit more blue. And then one little swirl of the stick. And here we go again. This time I'm gonna do something like that. See how releasing the paint makes all the difference? Look at that. Totally different. Wow, this looks pretty, doesn't it? And I'm even thinking of not even torching it. Wow. This is beautiful. Look at the big cells. That is kind of cute. Let's see if I got everything covered. Yes, I do. Maybe tilt it down, get that green, a little bit more green. Oh, I don't want to put it down there. Let's see. I'll see what I can do with the drop off in a bit. There we go. Can you still see it? Yes. See, this is why I have to have the iPad up close, because then I can check if you guys see, if you can see what I'm seeing. Well, I was expecting a little bit more color coming through, but, well, you can't have it all, right? It's still pretty. Maybe not that I'm saying, wow, like the other one, because that has a lot of green and yellow in it, but this one is okay. There's no yellow in it, so it couldn't make green. There you go. That's it. Yep. It's okay. I like it. Okay, putting off my gloves now because it is so full with paint. Getting you guys down. See, it still has a lot of stuff going on in it, and it's pretty to look at, and that's eventually why we do it, right? So that's it. I'm gonna be putting this up on YouTube, and the next video will be me testing new pouring medium, which is pretty exciting because I know how many people are having trouble getting Liquitex still. So I'm going to be testing that out in a bit, and I'll be right back with the results. So see you in a bit. Bye bye.